Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Here's the rules to my Nuzlocke run. Pause the video if you gotta read them. Boop.
And welcome back to Tim Friend, everybody. We've just captured Eternatus, and I'm going to talk to you about why I'm not going to use it. But I was tempted. So I sort of have had a policy, sounds like it's more official, sort of an unofficial policy of mine, internal. Like, I don't elucidate this to people. I don't just go around saying like, hey, I don't use legendary Pokemon in Pokemon games, and I maintain that for Nuzlocke. I definitely don't like, I don't know, using it. It seems like a cop-out. There's definitely like a line of thinking where you could see it as sort of like a Hail Mary Pokemon for the most challenging part of the game, because you usually get a legendary Pokemon towards the end of the game. But we're gonna do the big fight. This might be the very last episode. Okay. Let's we lost Werthers. Rip Werthers, I guess. Gotta put that bunch in the dead box. Sorry, Tiny Apple. You were very small. And extremely worthless to me. Eternatus, man, he's level 60. The reason I was like, maybe I should, is because I know I spoiled myself on what we're going up against in the final fight here. It's not gonna be easy, you know? It's gonna be pretty tough. If you know what's coming up, you'll probably going like nodding your head and gritting your teeth. And yeah, I agree. It's bad. It's not gonna look great for old Timbly Friend. But we could use Eternatus and really shift things in our favor. But that, and maybe it's because I'm tired that line of thinking even crosses my mind. But no, that's not in the spirit of the Nuzlocke. That's not the Tim Friend way. You know what I mean? Like that's not how Tim would play this game. If he didn't have Eternatus, I wouldn't like stop and grind. I'd still do this. I'd still fucking crank this shit to the max. Am I going the right direction? I'm so used to the ding dang Animal Crossing camera controls that I keep trying to move the camera. I am going the right direction. All right, thank you, game. But yes, we're not going to use Eternatus. We're going to stick to our guns. We're going to do this final fight. We're going to get. I am going to use full restores in this fight because if I'm gonna stick to my guns on Eternatus, I'm gonna sort of lay a possible hand off of a possible gun when it comes to using full restores. Because right at the beginning of the episode, it says battle type set 1 heal plus 1 status item per battle, and technically a full restore is a heal item, and it is also a status item. So I'll just use 2, and we're gonna try our best. But that is as far as I will bend for this final championship match against Leon. There's nothing I have to do. My Pokemon are all healed. They all have items equipped, as far as I know. They do give you a chance to check. What do we got? We got these wise glasses. Let's see if we got anything else. We got Prombus doesn't have an item. We should give Prombus an item. Nope. Forgot the controls. Ha ha ha. Blah blah blah. Shed Shell. Let us switch out of battle without fell. Who cares? Heat Rock. We don't need. Silk Scarf. Suck Bark. Boost special defense if the holder is hit by a water attack. No. A King's Rock. I mean, shit. Maybe just for that extra flinch chance. That might be clutch. Assault Vest. Rents to use the status moves. Okay. Let's see. Does Prombus have any status moves? Because if Prombus doesn't, Prombus doesn't have any fucking status moves, do we? We could use the Assault Vest on Prombus. I think since the Assault Vest is such a strong choice anyway, I think that's the way to go. Power Herb, we don't have any single turn to charge moves. Oh, we have a rare candy. Let's use this shit on Bort. Use it on Bort, because, like I said, I accidentally slash on purpose found out what's a coming down the pipeline when she comes. And Bort is going to be pretty fucking key for us. You know? It's not going to be awesome. I'm going to give Hullabaloo the Rocky helmet, even though it's not like Hullabaloo's very beefy. Well, I'll just move it. What should we give Hullabaloo instead? Do you have any cool berries? Cherry, paralysis, poisoning, that one, sleep. Reduces damage taken from a normal type attack. Wow, such incredible power. Fuck it, let's get... Nope, don't use it. Sorry. As you may remember from last episode, it's late o'clock for old Tim to be recording. At this time, I would usually be playing a single-player game, or I may be playing a game online with friends, as we often do during my lack of knowledge about fish times. Maybe this episode will be the last one where I use that clunkety-ass obfuscation technique about the situation that most of America finds itself, much of urban America, shall we say, finds itself in. It affects our daily lives to a significant degree. But whatever, we're doing it. It's gonna be a rough fight, but if we lose, we lose. That's, you know what? That's how the Nuzlocke go. That's this Nuzlocke was not done to be like an easy. It's not regular campaign Pokemon. It's not regular single player Pokemon. It's designed to be a challenge, and it's sort of like a roguelike for Pokemon. Because there's heavy random elements in which Pokemon you get, and sometimes you're gonna get teams that are just that the team combined with your abilities, you can't do it, and that's fine. That's the important part is it's the journey, not the destination. Love that he gives himself a little tap. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do the fucking awesome thing. Boom. Yes! What a cool move that is. Alright, so he leads with a fucking Buster and Aegislash. Aegislash, as you may know, is a fucking awesome Pokemon. I believe it's got a Steel and a Ghost type move, and it's gonna have that King's Shield rocking in there. Also, Bort is like the only one of my Pokemon who will be effective in any way, because we got fucking Cladwell and Greta will both be destroyed by Aegislash. Just taken completely down. But Bort at least has a chance. So King's Shield is Protect, keeps it in its protecty stance, protects her from all damage, and if it got hit by a physical type move, or a physical move, then it would do like an extra thing. But it didn't. It stays in its defense form. Defense form has absolutely massive physical and special defensive stats, and absolutely miserable offensive stats, but that doesn't matter, because whenever you use an offensive move with Aegislash, it automatically changes into its blade form, where it swaps its attack and defense to be absolutely massive attacks and absolutely miserable defenses. So we took the first hit, but Aegislash is now dead. Wish you could have critical hit before, bud. Wish you could have critical hit before. But now we will see. He's got a full team of 6. Like, we're going into this outnumbered. I'm here to tell you, it's not going to be an easy game for old Timbly friend. Next up is Haxorus. Alright, yeah. So Haxorus is a dragon type. It's not like, not a pseudo-legendary like Dragonite or a Larvitar or something like that, but it might as fucking well be. So he's going to go for the, I believe, an Earthquake, if I'm thinking correctly. So we're just gonna throw out Hullabaloo to just fucking get murdered by it. Yeah, this Haxorus is gonna kill our 22 levels under-leveled Octillery. So you know what? I did get to use Octillery in the game. Rip to you, Octillery. Hullabaloo, you served a purpose, which was to allow me a free switch-in of Greta. Greta should be able to take one Outrage. I'm hoping. I mean, I doubt it, because we're 4 levels lower. It's not going to be easy for us. But if we can set up Hail, then we might be able to get into a position where the Haxorus has a decent chance at hitting itself or doing nothing on its turn. No. Okay. So Outrage is a move where it has to use Outrage 2 to 3 turns in a row. And then after those 2 to 3 turns are up, it becomes Confused. So I was hoping that it would be 2 turns, and then I'd be able to use fucking Hail, and then have like effectively a more free shot at healing. While it was confused and had my evasion up 2 stages, but that's not the case. Wow, it hurts a lot. Great. Well, it is at least buffeted by the fucking hail. Might lose Greta to this Haxorus. Alright, Icicle Crash. It's confused. I have the evasion. Yes, it hits itself. Okay. So, Icicle Crash. We've used 1 item. Big old number 1. Ugh, God. There, down goes Haxorus. Thank Jonkus. Who's next, bud? Is it the fire kid himself, Cinderace? It is indeed. This is the final evolution of Scorbunny, the starter that neither Hop nor I chose at the beginning of the game. We are going to switch a bunch, I think, to Bort. I can only assume that it's going to use a fire-type move against me, so I'm going to switch to Bort. Hopefully absorb it. Pyro Ball? Yeah, Bonch. I don't give a shot. So that increases the power of my fire-type moves, which is very kind of it. I don't know what other moves this fucking Cinderace has got up its sleeve. Probably has, like, Bounce, and that might be, like, it when it comes to... damaging moves. So if it tries to use Bounce and I use Nasty Plot, like, am I getting my own head? It might also have High Jump Kick, which would be pretty bad for me. Let me see. Should I just use the full restore and just negate the hit? No. Let's switch to Crispity Cream, or Crispity Delicious Cream. So if he uses Bounce, then we get a free heal on Bort. If he uses, like, Jump Kick, which he might just because he's a rabbit. Oh, he uses Acrobatics. Okay. That's fine. Well, at least he takes the Rocky Helmet hit. He's going to keep taking damage from Sandstorm, which is very nice. We chipped my Lou, this mother effer, down. And let's full restore Bort. Right? Yeah, it's got to be Bort. Bort's the only thing that can get through this mother effer. Pyro Ball. It does a little kick. Watang. Boom. Krispy Kreme. You've served me extremely well for a snake that I only barely bothered to level up. It did not do the Rocky Helmet thing. Great. Alright, Bort. Let's hit it with, like, fucking Hex, I guess. I mean, fudge. Like, Flamethrower. Like, Flamethrower is... Okay, let's check out the move info. Flamethrower is base power 90. Times half, that's 45. Times stab, that's times 1.5. So that's fucking 67.5 base power, whereas Hex is 65, period. I mean, I guess it's Flamethrower, right? It's dumb, but I guess it's freaking Flamethrower. Or should we Dynamax now? Well, if we Dynamax now, then he's gonna be switching to Seismitoad. Because he does have a fucking Seismitoad in there. As basically an insult, I can only interpret it that way. To Bogsy. Yeah, he knows that Bogsy was one of my favorites, and has, as such, decided to murder me. With my hoisted by mine own petard, if you will. God, this is so bad. Fortunately for Bogsy, we've got Prombus lying in the background. Cladwell is honestly not going to do fucking jack dick against this guy. Because I know what his other Pokemon are, and they will be also completely fucking unfazed by Cladwell. So, Cladwell, I love you, bud. You're gonna fucking beef it to this Acrobatics. Oh my goodness, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, I know, bud. I know how to... Listen. I do like the idea that they're... Like, he's just like his brother, you know? He's just like his brother about calling out the super effective hits. I think that's cute. I wish I'd used like Sandaconda to get in the free switch into Cladwell so I could have used Reflect, but rest in peace Cladwell. This might be where the fucking where the game go, you know? This might be where we're out. Right here against this fucking Cinderace. Okay, we got Prombus. Prombus is he's not gonna switch to his final Pokemon until the very end, because that would be it would be like anti whatever the fuck the game is, you know? It wouldn't make sense. He wouldn't be able to Gigantamax it, because I think they're like hard-coded to only Gigantamax on their final Pokemon. Ow. Jesus Christ, that hurt a lot. Well, yeah, this may or may not be the one. I should have thought that without Sandstorm in effect, he might not be able to kill Bort, but let's fucking do this. Let's go off, Queen. Let's rip this shit up. We gotta blow it now, or we're never gonna see it. Cause I'm sad to say we are on our way out, and I came into this session expecting it. Don't worry, there's still going to be an episode of Tim Friend tomorrow. I hope you will enjoy it, but this will undoubtedly be the final episode of the Pokemon Sword and Shield Nuzlocke, especially with that horse shit of me not killing him. But whatever, game. You gotta do that shit to me. That's fine. I love it. Should I have used Max Phantasm? Yes, absolutely. But I didn't. And, well, that's because I'm stupid. Oh, now you use a full restore. Oh, great. Yeah, he's gonna kill me with this fucking Cinderace. I could do nothing. Cinderace is a great Pokemon. He's a starter. He's pure fire type, which is not, like, incredible on its own. But, it's really fucking fast, and it's pretty fucking physically powerful as well. It's not like the beefiest, but who is in this day and age? Who is the beefiest? So yeah, it's just Cinderace is a really good Pokemon, and having Grookey at the start guarantees a Cinderace fight here. It's just it's rough stuff. Should have used Superpower, didn't. But here we go, the soccer kick. Right into Greta's face. And there go our dreams at beating the Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke run. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Tim Friend. We're overwhelmed by our defeat. What even happens here? Just come back? They just want me to challenge him again? Well, we're not going to do that. No, that's not how the Nuzlocke goes, bud. That's game. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm sorry I came to such an abrupt and anticlimactic conclusion, especially with like the low energy. Well, let's look at our corpses. Remember Thorngold and his spiritual successor Cheekers? Yeah, those are good times. Remember Jubna? Jubna would have fucking helped against that goddamn Aegislash, against the Dragapult that was waiting in the wings. So it's like he's got the fucking Dragonite, except Dragapult is just a god among Pokemon. Excuse me. Pringles, God, remember Pringles? So good. Would have only been hit by Iron Head from that Aegislash, and would have therefore taken like Jack Dick for damage because of his fluffy ability. Orbles wouldn't have been good. Bogsy would have been amazing against the Cinderace. As would Rhydon, Ultima, our sweet dear Ultima, with her absolutely fucking massive physical defense. Would have ripped shit if she hadn't been cruelly slain by Raihan's Torkoal. But sometimes that's just how it goes. This so far I think that makes me 2 out of 3 for Nuzlocke. Or no, 1 out of 3 for Nuzlocke. Sorry, I was thinking 2 out of 3 because our first Nuzlocke on this channel, Pokemon Storm Silver, ended in failure at the 3rd gym, and Pokemon Platinum randomized ended in success, technically in multiple timelines, which was nice. And this one ended in failure, but we got so fucking close. This game was not easy, and I appreciate that. It's a game where Nuzlocking it, like individual fights would be hard. Like the gym leaders were really challenging to Nuzlocke through because of the Dynamax mechanic. You would have to use Max Guard 2 times and really plan out your shit for the Dynamax. And there's a lot of Pokemon you can get in the early and mid game. I do wish there was a few more places you could catch Pokemon at the end of the game. Maybe. I also wish there was an easier way to grind, because holy shit. Like, I'm really glad I put in the no off-camera grinding and sort of altered that to be very little on-camera grinding, because it's super fucking boring. And there's no way to really do it fast. There's no Versus Seeker. You can do the Dynamax raids, but it's tedious as all fuck. After all, like, the loading screens you have to watch and all the fucking slow-ass animations that you have to endure. It's just a pain in the wing, and ain't nobody want to see that. Sorry, you guys are just looking at menu. But think that maybe you are in this crowd waving at me and cheering me on or whatever. You've just got to beat Leon. Nah, that one's a bummer. I don't want to see that. I just want to see these people saying Tim Friend. That's nice. It makes me feel okay. Well, tomorrow, a brand new Pokemon adventure starts, because we can't not be playing Pokemon. It's one of my favorite series. I love Nuzlocking Pokemon. Even when it comes down like this, I still had a tremendous journey. Still had so many friends, so many tense moments, and I'm glad that I did it. I'm sorry to see it go, but thank you for coming along this road with me. Bye, everybody.
With Tim Friend.